Hey there, tubers. Today we're going to do an unboxing of a starter deck of Tempest of the Gods. This is one I've really been looking forward to. I got a hold of this just the other day from my friendly local game shop, one of them at least. The same friendly local game shop where in probably 96 when the game came out, maybe 97, I actually learned how to play this game from the guy that owns the shop who sold me this just yesterday. As you can see on the back, here we got Tempest of the Gods. It's a collectible card game based on the fantastic struggle of the gods to rule all existence. Each player rules over his or her own pantheon, pooling the faith of their devoted followers and priests to summon great champions, bring to pass cataclysmic miracles, and create all-powerful relics. The game is won when a player utterly vanquishes all opponents' cards, or when a deity is summoned into play. So yeah, this game was really cool. You had followers, you had champions, which you had to, your followers, you had to use their faith, kind of like mana and magic, to summon champions. And then you could actually build temples to put them in, and you had to have a temple in order to summon a god. And when you summon a god, kind of technically the game's over, but we never played that way. We always played to a finish. So anyway, let's rip this thing open, see what we got. Well, that is some quality cellophane there. Excellent. One thing I do remember about this game is that the cards always stuck together. There's that thing, there it is. Well, you guys are going to watch me struggle with this one, apparently. There we go. Now, I don't know, I believe there's not any sort of rarity indication on the cards themselves. But here, listen to this. Yeah, hear that? That's the nice cards sticking together sound there. There's a rule book. It's actually one of the big fold-out sheet style. We'll definitely do a how to play for this game, but yeah, this one huge sheet there, front and back. But as I recall, just not too difficult a game, really. But like I say, I learned to play it in 97. I probably haven't played it since 98 or 99. I've got a ton of cards sitting around, though, plus a bunch of new stuff. So anyway, here we go. Defile, it's a miracle. Got a little ding up in the corner of these cards. Looked like this star box took a hit at some point. Lord Dwarvendoon, a demigod. Yeah, as I recall, this is, your kind of standard attack and defense, maybe. Or maybe one of them is faith. Oh, yes, no. The second number is actually faith, which is what, like I said, kind of acts like mana in this game. Halo, a miracle. Guard dog, some sweet art there. Double-headed dog. Gryvern, his guardian. Greater warlock. Priest, and you had to have a priest to focus the faith to summon certain things. Miracle, a death vow. Deadwood temple. Yeah, and this showed you how many people it could hold. Or no, that's down here. I don't know. I don't remember what the numbers up top are. Don't listen to me. Actually, I guess I got a rule book here. I could kind of look, couldn't I? So yeah, so strength, faith, and then the bottom number is SU. That must be what it takes to summon it, how much faith it takes to summon it. Dead Bones Relic. Dagger of the Mind. Crypt Feeder. There's some awesome ghouly looking guys. I like this dude in the background with his bright red eyes. Living Lightning. Miracle. Lord of Storms is a demigod. Demigods, as I recall, there's let's see, there's the miracles obviously are like spells. Relics are like artifacts, and then the rest of the pack's upside down. Weird. Like I say, you had to have temples to pool faith. You had to have priests to focus faith. You had followers, and then there were champions, were the next level up guys that were kind of more powerful than priests or followers. Then you had demigods, and then you had actual, I can't remember if they called them deities or if they just straight up called them gods. Also, there's guardians in there, champions and guardians. I can't remember what the difference is, though. Anyway, here's Powers on High. Pit of Fire. Pit Fighter. That's a huge, muscly dude with an incredibly caved-in six-pack there. That's some kind of crazy shading. Pilgrim, he's just a follower. Just one strength, a little weak guy, but he's got 2 faith. Phantasm Spell. So we have spells and miracles. Again, I don't quite remember the difference, but Tremors, I remember this was a really good card back in the day. Zealot, there's another good one. And was kind of a pseudo priest, could pool faith without a priest. The Woodland Drew, they were a priest. Warlock, got a passage. The Order of the Inari. Necros, Lord of Zuln, there you go, he's a deity. So yeah, he's a 10-10, takes 17 to get him into play. And you had to have enough followers and priests and whatnot inside of a temple in order to summon a deity. So you had to have a pretty big temple to get old Necros here. And like I say, it could be that ended the game, but we always played to a finish. You've also got different alignments on these cards. So Warhorse there's a Wandering Wizard, and these guys are neutral. They don't have this symbol right here in the middle. Whereas this guy, Vuln, has a symbol. As I recall, that one is evil. Let me double check here. Yep, yeah, that one's evil. The Stewards of Thale here, they fight for good. There's a Misdirection spell, Mind Shield, some kind of weirdly sci-fi art there in the middle of this. And then this Mysidian Gargoyle fights for chaos. So you just had the 3 alignments, and then you had neutral cards that could go into any deck. Soothsayer, the Skeleton Legions, obviously they're evil, along with old Skeen the Vile, the demigod. Look at that, nice pustules and boils all over his flesh there. Shield of Shadows, just a common old peasant. Death Mask, I remember a lot of people really digging that art back in the day. I never quite got it, but you know, whatever. There's a Deathly Corpse, some Shadowy Spirits. I really do like some of the art on this, though. Like, it's not perfect by any means, but man, it's really cool and evocative. The Shadow Cat, the Rose Petal Brotherhood. I remember using these guys in my deck. I played a good deck mostly back in the day. The Eridan Knight, Rillabrig, the demigod. Got a Mountain Oracle there. Mithra the Huntress. Cool chaos card there. The Great Umber Bear. Oh, 2 stuck together there. There's a Baneblade. Cool relic. Avatar, there's another deity. As I recall, the Avatar, yeah, he's actually a neutral deity. So as I recall, he's actually more common. He might be an uncommon or something. I don't actually know the rarities, and I don't think there's any rarity indicators on the card. I do have a couple checklists, though, that I'll be checking on. Let's see, Armored Golem there. The Arcanum Brotherhood. An Alms Priest who fights for good. Druine, I don't know. He's got some face tattoos though, this kind of boss. There's some dolphins. Of course they fight for good. That's a water card, and they take a rider. Because you actually had some, so yeah, this guy you could actually link up with another creature of some sort and have him ride him. Disenchant, everybody's got to have one of those. Bull Elk, or some Berserkers. Nice axe there. The Beggar, who costs 2 but has 0 strength and 0 faith. But he isn't affected by the Comet of Fates, so he's immune to 1 card. He costs 2 to put onto the field, but he has no other effect. I don't know. I don't get it. Battering Ram. We've got a Banish. Demon getting taken out there by some druids. The Herb Garden of Issa. Nice little temple. Just to help you pull some Guardians champions out maybe. Healers of South Tanabe. Harbinger Eagle. And finally we got Guidon the Red. A demigod. So there you go. Little overview on how to play. Little flip through these cards. Let me show you the back of the cards here real quick. Which I always really dug. That lightning strike. And they've got the symbols of the factions there. Kind of a weird wonky text. I really never liked the way that E is hidden in there. Never made much sense to me. Regardless, this is a cool, fun game. Like I say, I've got this starter deck that I just opened. I've got another booster box rather, that I'm going to be opening the whole thing here coming up in one of my future videos. And I also have probably 2 or 3 boxes from when I was a kid. worth of cards that I've got sitting around the house. We'll make up some decks. We'll probably play this a few times. I'm kind of looking forward to it. All right. Until next time, folks. It's been nice seeing you. I'm Jason with The Dead Card Gamer. Have a good one.